Insight Editions presents Breaking Ground, From Landmines to Grapevines, One Woman's Mission to Heal the World, as told by me, Heidi Kühn, the author. Foreword by Her Majesty Queen Noor. Preface by Dr. Ken Rutherford. Dedication. This book is dedicated to my beloved husband Gary, my partner in life and in the work of Roots of Peace, to our 4 wonderful children, Brooks, Tucker, Kylie, and Christian, who have all walked this path with their parents and with full hearts, to my dad for giving me the gift of life and instilling in me the California pioneer spirit to believe in myself, and to my mother for teaching me forgiveness. Foreword by Her Majesty Queen Noor. For over 40 years of my life and work in the Middle East, I have personally witnessed the unique threat posed by anti-personnel landmines to civilians, entire communities, and developmental progress, because as weapons of mass destruction in slow motion, they continue destroying lives and livestock and holding valuable agricultural land hostage long after the conflict is stopped. They are a modern man-made epidemic. In the modern Holy Land, if Jesus were to have spent his 40 days in the wilderness, or if Elijah were to have crossed the River Jordan, or if John the Baptist were to have proclaimed his message of repentance, they would have had to survive not only the ancient test of hunger and thirst, but the modern threat of minefields. Even as recently as 20 years ago, in spite of our Army's diligent clearance of hundreds of thousands of mines in the Jordan Valley, when I planned to visit the site where John the Baptist preached and baptized, I was confined to restricted pathways through the not yet completely demined surrounding region's stark but beautiful wilderness. I was struck by the sad irony of this in one of the world's most spiritually significant landscapes, revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims, where prophets like Moses and companions of the Prophet Muhammad had preached. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The removal of things that cause suffering from the path is a good deed." What was once a metaphorical moral precept has become a literal necessity, a prophecy too true for comfort. Since 2012, clearance of the known minefields of the Jordan Valley has been completed. This ground, which is holy for billions around the world, is no longer desecrated by mines, and pilgrims who wish to walk on the paths of the prophets can do so in safety. However, all too many post-conflict regions have not been so fortunate. When peace is declared, the guns and mortars are stilled, but no one turns off the mines. And because they are small and destroy lives one by one, their horrific and heartbreaking consequences can go as unnoticed as the mines themselves. I've seen firsthand the devastation caused by loss of life, limb, and livelihood to individuals, families, and entire communities, not only in rural Jordan and other countries in our region, but also through my work with the Landmine Survivors Network and the international campaign to ban landmines, among those striving to overcome the wreckage landmines have wrought on their lives and future prospects in Africa, Cambodia, Vietnam, the Balkans, the United States, and Europe. Survivors of conflict are fighting to overcome many different traumas, from the physical effects of bombs and bullets to the psychological devastation caused by hatred and loss, to the economic havoc, political instability, and social unrest that follow in the wake of war. Their needs range from immediate medical assistance to rehabilitation, from help with returning home to economic assistance and training, from help with rebuilding private livelihoods and public infrastructures, to help with learning once again to live in peace. But for survivors to recover, communities also need to recover. Recovery from major trauma is harrowing under the best of circumstances and with the best of care. Recovery in the absence of the most basic necessities of life, adequate food,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?